Welcome back to Talk of the Town. With me now is LeBaron and Holly Mlodzinski, and they are here with the American Heart Association and the Palmetto Heart Walk. Thank you guys for being with me.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So we're going to start with you, Brian, because I
Sure.
understand that you have a unique story. You're the chairman this year of the Palmetto Heart Walk.
That's correct.
And I understand that you have a unique story to go behind why you are the chairman.
Yeah, absolutely. About a little over 5 years ago, I was 37 years old. I was in fairly good health, and I had a stroke. And at the time when it happened, I didn't even really understand what was happening. But I had all the telltale signs. I had the facial drooping, arm numbness, slurred speech, all that type of stuff. And I was fortunate it kind of wore off a little bit, and I let my wife know, hey, I don't want you to be worried, but this just happened. And she said, oh my goodness, we've got to go to the hospital. You just had a stroke. So we rushed right in, and they checked me out, and I didn't just have one. I've had 3 strokes at this point in time in my life.
Wow.
Just the one that I'm aware of, and they don't know if maybe I had them back to back to back or when the other ones happened. So since that time, we found out that I had atrial fibrillation, which was the cause of the stroke itself.
Okay.
And it's kind of a shocking thing because young age, fairly healthy,
Right.
not a lot of the telltale signs. So at that point in time, a personal mission of mine was that if that could happen to me, it could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for my wife, saying, hey, we should go to the hospital, I might not have done anything, and it could have been much worse down the road. So I've made it kind of a personal mission of mine to bring education and awareness to everybody, really, because it can happen to anybody at any time, or just somebody that you're around or and being able to identify the signs of a stroke or of heart disease or heart
Right.
attack or different things like that really truly could save somebody's life or prevent disability in the long run. So for the last 5 years, I've been very involved in the American Heart Association, and once we moved back to Bluffton and Hilton Head, I became a part of the Palmetto Heart Walk, and my company, Wells Fargo, is fantastic. They really give me a lot of the time that I need in order to do that. And the second year, they asked me to join the panel because we had a pretty big showing. We continued to have a big showing, and then it made a lot of sense because of my personal backstory and my connection to the cause. And my desire to provide education to folks really aligns with what the American Heart Association is trying to help with, and the Palmetto Heart Walk as well. So everything logically made sense, and they asked me to be the chair this year, and I was more than happy to do it.
Well, congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
my gosh, what a health journey you've had. But there's a lesson in there, I don't know if you heard this, but if he hadn't listened to his wife, then this could have been bad. So fellas, listen to your wives.
Yeah.
So Holly, the Hilton Head Regional is the big sponsor for this event.
Yes,
Tell us
we
about
are.
your involvement there.
Absolutely. So Hilton Head Regional Healthcare is the primary sponsor for the Heart Walk, and we are proud to say that both Coastal Carolina Hospital and Hilton Head Hospital are primary stroke certification centers. So we do work closely with the Medical University of South Carolina and provide telestroke certification, and we're proud to be a top sponsor.
Yeah, well, what an important event it is, really, truly. So this week is this walk and 5K is what you're promoting.
Mm-hmm.
So how do people register, and how do they get involved with that?
Sure. You can register for the walk by going to palmettoheartwalk.org, and then you can register for the 5K run by going to goTryEvents.com.
And when is the event?
It is April 27th.
Okay, so it's coming up.
It's coming up.
So get registered.
Right.
Yeah. And so what are some of the highlights that people can look forward to at this event?
Sure, there are a lot of fun events. So we have a bouncy house, we do a CPR competition, Kona Ice will be on site, Stretch Zone, which is wonderful for anybody needing to stretch out before or after the event. So Hilton Head Hospital and Coastal Carolina Hospital will have a large tent there right at the race, and a lot of fun activities.
Excellent. And of course, there's always a t-shirt that goes along with these kinds of things.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves a t-shirt.
Everybody loves the t-shirt. And so in the last couple of seconds that we have, it says FAST on the front. Why does it say that this year?
So, it ties right into the story that I shared in the beginning. FAST is an acronym that we use to help people identify symptoms of a stroke.
Okay.
So the F stands for facial drooping, the A stands for arm numbness, The S stands for slurred speech or not clear speech, and then the T stands for time to call 911, and FAST just goes great with a run.
It's
Makes
perfect,
sense, right?
absolutely perfect. And thank you for sharing that acronym
My
with us,
pleasure.
because that's very important. And thank you both for being here, and I hope you have a great, successful Palmetto run this year. And thank you. We'll be right back on Talk of the Town.